Students, good morning all of you. So I am C.H. Jamuna Rani, Computer Science Lecturer, SRN BGNR Degree College, Khammam. So today's topic discussing about the functions in C language. So what is the function? Here the function is a self-contained block of program that performs a task of some kind. So it is a self-contained unit of the program that is declared by the user. Every C program that can be thought of as a collection of these functions. So compulsory in C program, one of the function is there, that is main function. So that is defined function, that is language defined function. So we have to write some of our own functions. Those are the self-contained functions. This will be perform the special tasks in the C program. A computer program that finds itself in a similar situation, it can't handle all the tasks by itself. Instead of this, it requests other program like entities are called functions in this C language to get its task done. So this is the definition about the function. Now we will start new unit on the functions. This presentation will understand the basics of the functions. So here, what is the function? What is the meaning of the function? What is the syntax of the function? Why we will use the function in the C program? These three are the arised questions in the topic of functions. So try to understand this definition of the function. Very simple definition about the function. That is, the function is basically a set of statements that takes inputs and performs some computation and also produces output. Function may be a set of statements. It takes inputs. After that, it performs the computation and also produces the output from this functional task. Syntax of this function is return type, function name, set of inputs. Here in this parameter 1, parameter 2, parameter 3, these are the functional parameters. So this is the syntax of the function. In this syntax, the return type indicates the type of output returned by the function. What is the output? Can be returned by this function. That will be indicated by return type. So function name indicates the what is the user defined name for that function. That name will be mentioned by the user. The next set of inputs indicates inputs provided to this function. What are the input parameters you will be taken inside of this parenthesis? So how many variables or parameters will be taken in this function? This is a set of inputs. This is the notification about set of inputs. The next, remember that it's not necessary inputs. Inputs are not necessary to that function. without inputs, it's perform computations and also return the output. So you are not necessary given the inputs into the function. Without declaration of the input, it will be perform the computations and also given the or return the output. This is the working nature of function. So the output could be integer type, it could be a character type, or it could be a float type. You need to understand this. So this is any type. We using the functions. Why you are using the functions? So there are two important reasons of why we are using these functions. Here is a two types of functions in the C language. One is library function, another one is user defined function. Library functions are defined by the C language. Those are already defined in the C library. For example, you learn about printf, scanf, strcat, strcpy, strlen, etc. like that. These are the defined functions in the C library. These are mentioned in the library functions. So you just need to include appropriate header files to use these functions. These functions are used in the appropriate header files. For example, hash include stdio.h, standard input output library will be including in the program. These are already declared and defined in C libraries. The next, coming into second one, user defined functions. On this other hand, these functions which are defined by the user at the time of writing the program. So whatever you need, you can write that user defined function name. These functions are made for code reusability and for saving time and space. So the mentioning topic is reusability here. So the user defined functions are made for code reusability and for saving time and space. So because of this, the first reason of we are using the functions, reusability. The second reason is abstraction. Once the function is defined, it can be reused over and over again. This is reusability. Once you can define function is, it's reused. The next, abstraction means if you are just using the function in your program, then you don't have to worry about this, how it works inside of the function. So, for example of this thing, we are using scanf function. We can reuse this function in your program with multiple number of times. In general, you can use the scanf statement or scanf function more than one time in the C program without defining its functionality. So, again and again, you can reuse it to give an input. So this is the level of abstraction. This is the reusability and abstraction of the function. So for example, you can find out the area of rectangle, you can find out the area of triangle, area of ellipse, area of circle, like that. So you can find out the special task is area. You can reuse for all of the things. One is circle, another one is rectangle, another one is triangle, like that. So the coding and also parameters are different, but task is same. That is, find out the area of all those entities. This is the reusability. So function definition consists of block of coding. Finally, this is a block of coding which is capable of performing some specified task. For example of this thing is int add of int a comma int b. I can write here int sum equals a plus b, return sum. This is a simple example for this. So here it is a block of coding with two parameters a comma b, which can perform the specified task. What is the task here? Addition of two numbers. How it can be works? So the function works should be like this: int add of int comma int. That means, so we can declare this function is prototype manner. Here don't forget to mention the prototype of a function. So there is no need to mention names of the parameters. Just you mention the type of the parameter and type of the function. So you should mention the prototype of the function. In the function prototype, so no need to write the parameters. Just you can mention the type of the parameters and also type of the function. That's all. This is the top statement in this program. So that will be end with semicolon. The next, in main function, we should declare two variables m comma n for the taking data, and also another variable for the calculation purpose, that is sum. The next, we can call the function here, that is calling function sum equals add of m comma n. That may be calling the function. Here we can calling the function. While calling this function, you should not mention the return type of this function. Here in this place, you don't want to mention the function type. So in the function block coding, mention the function type and data type and name of the parameters. So in the specified task or the special function, that is the add, in this place we have to declare the function name, that is add, type is integer. Then next you can mention the parameters, those are a and b, the type is integer. That means block of coding is there. What is the coding is here? Return a plus b. This is the called function. This is the called function. This function will be called by sum equals add of m comma n. So add of m comma n. This will be called the function. So automatically the values will be mentioned to ab variables. The values of mn values, the values of mn variables will be passed to the ab parameters. So after that it will be calculate the a plus b and the result will be returned to the sum variable. So after that you can use the print statement, printf sum equals format specifier comma sum. So it will be print the output is sum. So we can take the values, assign the values 20 for m, that will be assigned to a, 30 for n, that will be passed to b. So after computation, the function evaluates the a plus b addition, that will be returned to sum. It will be printed on the screen that sum equals 50. So this is the function prototype. Here main is the calling function, add is the called function. Then next, another example for this function. Here we can declare the function parameters and also write the program for this. Functional parameters are in the function declaration statement. Those are int a comma int b. It's not the prototype. We can directly declare the function variables or function parameters, and also function type is int, that name is multiplication of two numbers. So in the main function, in the calling function, we can take three variables. For taking the input ij variables, for the computational purpose we can take another variable, that is result. So here we can take the values to the ij, that statement will be declared in main. Again, next we can take result equals multiply of ij, that means it will be called the function. What is the special task you can write in C program, that will be called by the main function in the place of multiply I comma j. You don't want to write the parameters type and the function name type here. Just this is the calling function, that's all. Then next it will be print the result. In the place of multiply of ij, it will be called the entire specific task. That specific task is int multiply of int a, int b. Int a, b values will be taken by ij variables. The ij variables will be mention the values to a, b parameters. So after calling the function, automatically the values of ij will be passed to the ab. Then next it will be done the processing. That processing is multiplication, that is a into b. So that addition, that multiplication will be goes to store in the result, that will be printed on the screen. So after compiling this program, so when it asks the values to the ij, so we have to enter the values 5, 6 for ij variables. Then it will be given the output is 30 for this program. This is the example for this. Then next, this is the syntax of function. Here with arguments and without arguments. Function declaration is with arguments and without arguments. Without arguments, that is function prototype. With arguments, we can declare the parameter type and also function type. So while writing the function, so that will be avoids rewriting the same code over and over. So this is the explanation about function. Repeatedly using these functions, it is very easier to write the programs and keep track of what they are doing, instead of this break of a program into small units and write functions for each of these isolated subdivisions. So this type of program can be easily understood by the user and also very easy to write for the specified tasks. function is the very interesting, important and complete topic in the C program. This is a very useful topic to implement the different tasks in the program. So those are the simple tasks. For example, here we can write the addition of three numbers. So here also we can take the function name is CALSUM. We are using the functional parameters x comma y comma z. These will be taken the values in the from the main function. It will be received the main function. So while calling the cal sum of a comma b comma c function, so automatically the transfer of control will be goes to cal sum of xyz. The values will be transferred to the xyz from ABC. Automatically it will be assign the values to the xyz. So it will be calculate the d equals x plus y plus z. D is the another variable in special task or special function. So after calculation of d, it will be returned the resultant value to the sum. So after that you can print the result of the function task, that is the 60. So we can enter three numbers 10, 20, 30 in serial manner. So we can get the result is 60. This is the addition of three numbers. This is one of the example for function. The next topic is the types of functions. We can use the types of functions here with arguments. Without arguments, we are declare the functions. These are the four types. With no arguments and no return value. The function will not be taken the arguments, but it not be written the value. This is one type. Then next one is function will not take in the arguments and also but it return a value. So the function will be taken the arguments and but there is no return value from the function. Function with arguments with return value. It will be taken the arguments and also it will be return the result to the main function. This is the another type. So later we can discussing about these functions on later class. So today we can discuss already what is the function, what is the syntax of the function, what is the main use of the function, what are the advantages you are using the function. These are discussed here. So thank you students.